Well, well, well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. It's your boy, SaleenDriver. That's me, coming to you once again with another episode 207 of Wednesday Afternoon Live with SaleenDriver, host of the longest running Wednesday afternoon live stream in all of YouTube that I know of. The show that endeavors every week to prove once again that we are the live stream about nothing in particular. God knows we managed to prove that we'll talk about pretty much anything on this live stream during the couple of hours that you and I and all of us are together. Matt Dumit, first one in the box. Good afternoon to you, sir. Let's see. Nate the Great, Mr. Bug Eyes himself. He is not late. According to the timestamp, he is absolutely on time. Vic2 Productions, always reliable for coming on to the yard and being a conscientious co-host and substitute host when the need arises. Good afternoon to you, sir. The Battle Angel, and as I often call her, the most patient woman in all of YouTube. And we all know the reason why. All you have to do is tune into the Uncle Lou or the LouTube channel, and you'll find out why. I call her the most patient and long-suffering woman in all of YouTube. Hoghead, good to see you, sir. Let's see. Everyone in the stream is well north of me, so you all must be even colder than I am. And I'm pretty cold. I don't think it's hit 50 degrees here in sunny Central Florida. Actually, not so sunny. And we're supposed to get some more rain later today. Nick DTV is here. Yes, it has been a while, sir. Good to see you in the box. I have a friend who lives up in northern Florida, not quite in the snow zone, but close. And they say it's pretty damn cold up there. They haven't been this cold in a long time. And the problem with the cold in Florida, which I realize that absolutely none of you can relate to because of the way your houses are heated, we don't have, yep, Panama City Beach did get some snow, Matt. That is true. And they don't know how to handle it, I guarantee. But the way most houses are heated in Florida is they use something called a heat pump. And the principle of a heat pump basically is to extract heat out of the air and magnify it. That doesn't work so well when the temperature drops below 50 degrees like it is now. So right now, my house is set to 70 degrees. And the heater can't keep up. It's turning on and off like a 5-year-old flicking a light switch. I mean, with gas furnaces and oil-fired furnaces, depending on where you are, you guys can have heat, easy heat all day, every day. Here in Florida, not so much. But we'll get over it. Let's see. Patriot lose flag. Not seen that one before, but hello, Patriot lose American flag. Steve Pearson's here. Dr. Bob feels like 75 in Northern California, sky blue, no clouds. Well, I'm not allowed in California, Dr. Bob. Every time I come near the border, the cops come out and try and stop me from entering the state. You know, they don't allow free thinkers there, I guess. Sven, my favorite German, is in the box. Good to see you, sir. I am having an issue with one of your fellow Germans, Sven, but that's a watch-related thing. He's being an asshole about it, and won't pay me for the watch, and won't give me my money, and won't give me my watch back. So I've had to get Chrono 24 involved to get this guy to either pay me or send the watch back, one or the other. But I know Chrono has the money and will do the right thing by me eventually. I just don't have the patience for this whiny little bitch from, I could tell you where he's from, but I probably couldn't pronounce the word. P Digits is here. Good afternoon to you, sir. Yeah, I haven't seen or heard from Raj in months. I don't know where he is. Well, truth be told, most people don't like politics anyway, Nick. I'm sure San Diego is great. It's just run by idiots. But that's just my opinion. Wonder if that dude woke up finally from Lou's stream that night. You'd probably have to explain that because I wasn't on Lou's stream last night. I doubt Sven wants to go to where this guy is. You know, let me see if I can. Hang on a minute. Yes, his name is Professor Dr. Philip Stoelger. Stoellger. I don't know where he's from. Maybe I can find out. He is Hedesheim. Heddesheim. Hedesheim. Bidenstraße 6. If anybody knows where that is and wants to go meet the guy, maybe you could punch him in the nose for me. No, don't do that. Don't do that. But the little asshole doesn't like the watch that I sold him. He says there's something wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. He's just being a pedantic little socialist twat. I told him he can either pay me or send the watch back, and so far he hasn't done either. So we've had to get Chrono 24 involved. Sven, I don't have his phone number. I have his address, but I don't have his phone number. Whose mom passed away? Raj? His mom passed away? That's terrible. I hope he's doing okay. He was waiting to talk to Lou, and he fell asleep, left everything on, stayed in StreamYard. Oh, okay. I don't know that I want to do that just yet, Sven, but if this drags on long enough, I might just do that because, I don't know how far away that city is from you. So that might be a bit of a haul for you. So that was Roger's mom passed away. Well, my thoughts and prayers and such to Raj and his family on his loss. I don't know what I'd do when, I don't know what I would do if my mom passed away right now. Probably lose my shit. I've already lost one parent a couple of years ago. I'm not ready to lose another one. You don't drive at his home? or to his home. Well, whatever. Don't worry about it. Anyway, what do y'all want to talk about today? You want to talk about the Natty? Watch the game in complete disinterest. I don't have a dog in that hunt. I'm not Catholic, so I wasn't rooting for Notre Dame. I'm not a Midwesterner, and I'm not a Big Ten fan, so I wasn't rooting for Ohio State. I really didn't care about who won the game. I just wanted to see a good game. Looked like Ohio State was going to run away and hide, and then all of a sudden they just decided, well, in the spirit of diversity, equity, and inclusion or whatever, we're going to let Notre Dame back into the game. And they seem to, want to let Notre Dame, back into the game. I don't know why. Run away with the damn thing and romp to a natty. But no, they look like they were on a bit of a struggle bus as far as, I could see. So yeah, that was a tighter game than I thought it should be. Want to talk about the change in power? We can talk about that. I'm happy about it. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm very happy with the way things have been going for the past couple of days. It was Ryan Day being Ryan Day. But yeah, good point. But wasn't it, my memory may be fuzzy because I'm an old guy, but wasn't it only about a couple months ago where Ohio State lost to that team up north and everyone was calling for Ryan Day's ass? Now he's the second coming of Woody Hayes or Urban Meyer or something. Now he's got a natty. Nobody wants him gone. Well, we had a peaceful transfer of power last time, Vic. So we don't have to go there because that's not, I know what you're alluding to, and that's not true. But yes, it was nice that we didn't have a terrorist incident or somebody taking a shot at Trump for a third time, which I don't remember anyone trying to take a shot at Puddinhead other than a verbal shot. But that's neither here nor there. Finally got Puddinhead and his stank and his ilk and their stank out of Washington, and we put the adults back in charge. Now let's see what happens going forward. I, hope, prepare for the worst and hope and pray for the best. We shall see what happens. But so far, 2 days in, I'm pretty happy with the way things are going. Let's see what else is going on. Did I mention it's cold? It's cold here, man. I am not happy right now. It's going to be cold for the rest of the week. Might warm up for the weekend and we're kind of, I don't know. Well, not here, but in Tampa, they're hoping it warms up a bit for the annual Gasparilla parade and the Gasparilla invasion, celebrating the invasion of Tampa by pirates and other such things. Big parade, big boat, regatta thing going on, and kind of hoping that it warms up a bit so people aren't too terribly uncomfortable. Yeah, I know it's chilly here, but cold for Floridian means anything under 60, but cold for this Floridian means anything under 50. Right now, it's well under 50, and it's not getting any better. Plus, it's windy, and it's gray, and it's wet, and it's just, miserable. 37 right now. I think I remember Vic is in Athens. Yeah, Vic's in Athens. Aren't you in Athens, or are you in Augusta? Yeah, 50 degrees is cold, especially in Florida, where we're not really built for, near freezing temperatures. Like I said, we don't have the heaters to heat the houses like you guys do. I don't know if we're celebrating a pirate invasion. I think they're celebrating a pirate repelling the pirate. You know what? I'll look it up. Hang on. Gasparilla. Hang on. What is Gasparilla? A pirate-themed festival and parade in Tampa, Florida. It features a theatrical invasion of downtown Tampa by ye mystic crew of Gasparilla. The festival is named after the legendary 18th century Florida pirate Jose Gaspar. What happens? The ye crew of Gasparilla sails the Jose Gasparilla, a 165-foot pirate ship, across Tampa Bay to downtown Tampa. The mayor of Tampa surrenders the key to the city to a pirate captain. A victory parade takes place down Bayshore Boulevard, which, by the way, is a beautiful part of Tampa, right along the bayfront. It's really quite nice. Yeah, that's what it is. It basically celebrates the legend of the 18th century Florida pirate Jose Gaspar and whatever the hell he did. Well, let's find out. There's a link here. No, that doesn't compute to anything. Anyway, that's what Gasparilla is. Yeah. 21 degrees, Sven. Now, that's pretty cold. 13 degrees in Ohio. That's not good. Vic is in Athens. Okay, I thought Vic was in Athens. French pirate. No, I think he was. I think he was Spanish, but I'm not really sure. No, I don't think it was a Mexican invasion, Pete. That assuming that everyone named Jose is Mexican is probably not a good look for you. It's this Saturday, Nick. It's this Saturday. Anyway, I'm going to drop the link. We'll see who comes in. Hopefully, Vic will come in as usual. Sven will come in. Mr. Bug Eyes will hopefully come in. Hey, maybe even Pigskin Pete will grace us with a rare presence in my StreamYard. All are welcome, as long as you obey the one rule, which is you have to turn your camera on before I let you in, so I know that you are you and not some scumbag. Just clearing out a few emails there. But yeah, Gasparilla is always near the end of January in Tampa. It's invasion, boat parade, parade down Bayshore Boulevard. It pumps a lot of money in the economy, and Patriot lose flag. Yeah, well, you have to turn your camera on, but you can try. What's up? Good Namen.
Yeah, perfect. How cold is it
nighttime
in Tampa?
Guten Tag.
70 degrees? What do you call cold, Saleen?
What do I call cold? I call anything below 60 cold.
You must be crazy.
There he is, Mr.
Sorry,
Bug
sir.
Eyes.
What's up, mate?
Now, right now it's in the upper 40s, so I'm fairly miserable.
Saleen, to your watch. Here's what we can do. I'm a baseball coach, and I play in a big club, and we have policemen in our club. Send me the address. I give it to them. They send them an official letter, and we go from there. That's what I can do for you. I can't promise
No, I
anything.
understand.
Yeah,
I understand, but let me give Chrono 24 a couple of days to work.
Yeah, give him a month, and if you don't get your money, send me the address. I give it to the police here, to my guys, and we go from there.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Hang on just a minute. Do you know where Heidesheim is? Heidesheim?
Heidenheim?
Heddesheim. Heidesheim.
Yeah, it's in the south.
Oh,
Baden-Württemberg or Bavaria?
What?
It's in the south.
Yeah.
It's Bavaria or Baden-Württemberg, near Stuttgart. Anywhere.
Yeah, and I got his full address. So I got the street.
If you want, you have my email. Send it to me, and we go from there.
By the way, did you send me a PayPal earlier?
I sent you a PayPal.
Yes, you did. Well, I thought it was you, and I want to thank you for that.
Yeah.
I was, like if he did it here, I'd say something. He did it, on his own. He sent me a PayPal. I think it was €5, and no message with it. Just send it to me, and I want to thank him publicly for that.
Yeah. I had to send I had to pay Vic, and I thought I didn't give you some super chats in a long time, and I sent you some people.
I appreciate that. Dr.
Okay.
Bob, I do not know where Baden-Baden is. I'm not really up on the geography of Germany.
Is the old capital of the Duke of you know what a duke is?
Yeah.
A duke. And there was a little duke land in the south of Stuttgart, and the capital was Baden-Baden.
Now, Lou's Patriot flag. Who is this foreigner? His name is Sven. He lives in Germany, and he is a very big Mississippi State Bulldog fan. That's who he is. And you need to behave yourself, sir. Or ma'am, as the case may be. Nick D wants to move to Puerto Rico. Too cold. Well, I don't know where here is. I assume, Nick, that you're somewhere in West by God, Virginia. But yeah, I could see how that. I had a friend recently. They went to they went up to Tennessee for a week, and they loved it up there when they first got there. So happy. It was nice. It was cool. It was pretty. They were up in the mountains. They were in a very large cabin up in the Blue Ridge Mountains. And then it turned icy cold. It was that first ice storm that they had, and the temperature plummeted. The roads froze over, and they got stuck in the cabin for 2 days with not enough food. And they said, yeah, I don't want to live in Tennessee anymore. I'll stay in Florida. So there you go.
Do you remember 4 weeks ago when I went for a week to the Swiss Alps?
Yeah. Now, wait a minute. Lou, Patriot Lou, what's wrong with Germany? Nothing wrong with Germany. I'm half German myself. I want to go to Germany someday.
Oh, sorry. I don't want to
No, no, go
interrupt.
ahead.
I was in the Swiss Alps. I
Yep.
visited my best buddy. I know her for maybe 40 years. And she lives in the Swiss Alps. And it was 0 Fahrenheit, 0 degrees,
Damn.
That's pretty cold.
sunshine, and around 5 feet powder snow. 5 feet.
God damn.
So excellent skiing weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went a week snowboarding. The first 2 days was a bit tricky because it was the first ride in 2 years, but I got it done. But I'm not a pro.
I'm sorry you don't like Germany, Patriot Lou. That's a shame.
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either. I want to
have-
go
I have
visit
no
Germany
problem.
myself.
I have no problem with that.
Yeah,
Some
I
people like
plan
America, some
someday
people
what-
like Russia, some people like Germany. I was born there. What can I do?
Kind of like me.
So good.
I was born
Now,
in-
personally, now this year I am going back to Venice again with my mom and a family friend, and I'm looking forward to that. But there are two or three other places in Europe I want to visit. I want to go to Switzerland because I would really love to see some of the places where all my favorite watches are made. I also want to go to Germany, particularly Nuremberg, because I want to pay my money and drive around the Nuremberg Ring, Nordschleife.
And no. Stop.
Nope.
Nürburgring is not in Nuremberg.
No, it's outside of Nuremberg, but
No.
Oh.
No.
No.
Wrong town.
No.
No. I send you tomorrow an email and I give you all the details.
Okay.
We leave
But
it there.
that I want to run. I
Nuremberg
want
is
to
the
run the ring.
Nuremberg is the capital of Franken. It's a north part of Bavaria, and the
Yeah.
Nürburgring is in Rhineland-Pfalz. near
Yeah, but
Ramstein
you
RB.
know about that race. I mean, you know the racetrack.
Yeah,
Right.
it's the Nürburgring is near Ramstein Air Base. Maybe
Yes.
you heard of this.
So it's
I've
a
heard of Ramstein. Yeah.
racetrack.
It is Vic. It is the racetrack. It
It's
is
the oldest racetrack in the world.
It is a monster of a track. I think it's something like one lap of the ring is, if I remember this right, I think it's like nearly 20 miles long, and for race car fans and car guys, it's hallowed ground. I mean,
Yeah.
you name the race driver that you think is one of the greatest of all time. I don't care if you think it's Jim Clark, Carroll Shelby, Derek Bell, Hans Stuck, Hurley Haywood, any of the sports car race drivers throughout time, Sterling Moss, they've all driven the green hell, as Jackie Stewart named it.
And
And
it is the hell.
I want to go and run, and you can pay, I think it's like 20 euros, and whatever car you bring, I mean, you could bring an old, you could bring a Yugo for all they care. As long as it passes safety inspection, you can bring whatever car you want and run a lap of the ring. And I want to do that. That's one of the bucket list things in my life.
Mhm.
I want a Nuremberg ring is on my bucket list. I want to go to Israel and visit the Wailing Wall and the West Bank and the temple. And I want to bring my kids when I do that. You know, a few other bucket list things, but the two traveling bucket list things in my life are Nuremberg and to visit Israel before I die.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
hopefully I've got a few years left in me.
All right, but didn't the temple get destroyed, or did they rebuild it?
It got destroyed, but there's parts of it still left. The western wall, the Wailing Wall, is the part that's left.
Yeah, it's the Romans destroyed it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I had a Taurus SHO, sir. I had one. I had a 1994 second generation. Fantastic car, but absolutely the wrong car for the Nuremberg Ring. It's a front wheel drive car. You don't want front wheel drive on the ring. You want rear wheel drive or all wheel drive.
In the private chat is a link. Open it and you can see it. Saleen.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, Saleen.
Is that what's that? A video of something? No, it's
No. It's the Wikipedia, and you see the point where it is in Germany. And Nuremberg is around 250 kilometers on the east of
It's
of
in
North
Germany.
Spain. It's in Germany. It's near the French border.
No, the Wikipedia page is in German.
Yeah, it's no problem. But you see on the right side,
I think
is
you
a
can.
point where it's located in Germany.
I mean, I
What's
think.
the German word for location?
Well, I mean, I think you can change the language
Standort.
on Wikipedia, but
Yeah, you can, but oh wait, English. Oh, there it is. You're right. It's not in Nuremberg. It's in Otto von
Yeah,
Straube.
yeah. It's in
But the
Rheinland-Pfalz.
the city says Nuremberg.
Trust me.
I trust you. I do. Well, good to know.
And it's most difficult race parcours in the world. There's not a single racetrack who is more dangerous as this thing.
This is true.
This is
It's also got to be a fantastic place to run.
I
Just
was there.
one time.
I was there.
I mean, I don't have to, you know, get a Porsche or a sports car to run the thing. I mean, I'd just be happy to bring a rental BMW or something, just something pedestrian that's semi-competent. And I mean, if I had the money, you know, I would stick my Saleen into a container and ship it over there just to run the ring in the Saleen. I'd do that in a heartbeat if I had the money. But I don't.
You can rent the race course for a round in the US. It's no problem.
Yeah. Hey, Floridian, how you doing today? Hey, Floridian, are you actually in Florida today, or are you elsewhere?
yeah, why would Floridian not be in Florida?
Well, he travels a lot for work.
Oh, okay.
I want to do that.
Traveling for work is bad.
Oh, he's in Jacksonville. Well, Jacksonville is pretty cold right now. Jacksonville is right on the border with Georgia, and up there it's pretty damn cold. So, yeah, I'm glad I'm here in Central
Guys,
Florida.
I talked to Dunya. Next Club Olympics in 2026, we do in the Swiss Alps. First March day.
Yeah, good luck with that.
It's minus 10 degrees, 6 feet snow. Let's go.
No,
Let's go.
no.
I want to.
I'm
Yeah,
fine
I'd
with
love to
that.
see some.
Yeah,
I
my
would love
fine
to
with
see
that.
some of
I'm-
these slobs on skis.
I'm
yeah,
fine
my
with the Alps.
could not. Yeah, my chair could not handle 6 feet of snow. So.
No.
And I
You
tell
don't
you
have
what, the only
you can have the
person
chair.
from your whole slopes who survives this is Mr. Bugeye.
You can have the
Because
chair, Vic.
he knows snow and he knows cold.
Vic, you can have the chair. You can attach the skis onto the chair.
Oh yeah,
No.
Genius.
that's a good idea, Nate. Yeah,
Well,
yeah, I'll
But
get skis. Yeah,
whee!
you have no snow in Georgia and Florida. You have hoarfrost. That's all what you have. Anything less than 2 feet is hoarfrost. Has nothing to do with snow.
yeah.
Well, we have snow. We're used to it. So
Yeah, we
In
got
Nebraska, you have snow, real snow.
yeah.
Sometimes
So me and
real
Sven
snow.
are used to it. So
we got a few inches, but
Well, yeah, the Georgia got some snow this time around, didn't they?
like
Yeah, they did, because I got a friend that lives in downtown Atlanta, and she was sending pictures of a Buckhead covered in snow.
so wasn't it like 5 degrees in Omaha yesterday?
oh my god, basically and Antarctica Junior yesterday. Yes, it was like, well, it was like
Make this German salute, Daddy.
it
Or
was
get
like
him out of here.
it was like
No.
what was it? It was like 5 degrees in the morning,
Yeah.
but it felt like negative 23. Yeah, that cold. I'm not even joking with that. And all the lakes here are frozen, and most of the people are ice fishing. So
Yeah.
It seems like
Or playing hockey on the lakes.
well, actually,
Most-
I learned my lesson playing hockey on the lakes. They're not fucking what do you call it? Smooth.
Oh, it's
They're
not
not
safe enough.
smooth. There's the lakes here are not fucking smooth if they freeze up. I learned that the hard way, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, Floridian, you got to sell that apartment in Chicago. Get your money out of
God.
that, and get the hell out of Chicago, man.
You know,
Before somebody kills you.
by the way,
Hey, look who's here. Well, Nature Boy's
oh
here.
my
Good to see
God.
you.
Libby.
Well, look who's here. Everyone, attention. No, serious.
Libby is
Elsie,
Miss
Livy,
Australia.
no, Miss Newly Minted Mommy.
Oh,
Gave birth to a
she had a
healthy
kid.
baby girl. A few days ago.
Congratulations, young lady.
She is a mom,
Great.
and the baby,
the
baby is cute as hell.
Nice.
Just a cute little bundle of joy.
Yeah.
Who's gonna make her lose sleep for the next 3 years?
Celine is the grandpa. I'm just kidding.
No, it's not
The baby's name is Iggy,
Iggy.
which is short for something. I forgot what it's short for. Type in the chat.
Ignacio? Ignacio, maybe?
No, it's a girl.
Oh.
Iggy Dalla. Well, that sounds wrong.
From the old days, I know Iggy Pop.
Yep, Nature Boy.
From the
She's
old
got
days.
a little Joey. Yeah, she was expecting, but she asked me to keep it quiet. You know, I think I might have mentioned it once or twice towards the end of her pregnancy, but I mostly kept it quiet on her request. Now, she told me what it means, what it's short for. Hang on a minute. Ignatia. Ignatia. Ignatia.
Uh-huh.
Am I pronouncing that right? Yeah, she typed it in the chat. Ignatia, is that the right pronunciation? So everyone's going to call her Iggy.
Yeah.
Which means this
never
poor
heard this
kid's
name
going to
before.
have her name made fun of for the rest of her life.
Ignatia.
Yeah.
Ignatia. Oh, Ignatia. Okay, sorry.
I never
It's
heard this.
Latin. It's Latin.
It, it's Latin.
Ignacia. And she's a cute little booger.
Yeah.
Healthy, 10 fingers, 10 toes. Believe it or not, no tail.
But a big mouse like the mom.
Yes.
I hope.
Iggy Pop, yes.
Yeah,
I hope.
Ah, means fiery one. Okay. Well, yeah. A baby coming out of Libby would have to be a fiery little kid. But seriously, congratulations to Libby and Scott on becoming parents. I believe this is Libby's first child. I know Scott has, I think, 1 or 2 children from a previous relationship. I think 2. I think they're sons. So they just became half brothers or something like that. And Scott's 3rd child. Oh, okay. Well, no, it's, being that the kid is Australian by birth, it wouldn't sound American at all. No. And neither is Libby. And she hates Americans, so she doesn't want to be one. No, I'm kidding. Libby doesn't hate Americans. She's very tolerant of them. Sort of. Kind of.
But she's a protective Australian.
She's Aussie.
Yeah.
She's a loony. Come on in the yard, Libby. Talk to us about the little munchkin if you got time. I'm sure she hasn't gone back to work yet. One thing I forgot to ask Libby is, how did she do the birth? Was it natural or was it a C-section or what?
Yeah.
Oh, she's asleep. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Good. Well, we don't want to disturb her sleep because you'll get precious little on your own.
Libby, or yeah, I'll see you every call. Yeah.
I'm on MAT maternity leave until June. Oh, good. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, we don't have that here, but
Yeah, well, it depends. It's on, private companies do it.
oh yeah, maternity leave, yeah, but not
Not government maternity leave.
But not until June though.
We have 1 year.
Yeah, not
And
until
one parent
look
can
at
stay
this.
1 year home.
Libby did it all on her own with no epi.
Nice.
Wow. Nice. She's a tough one. She is. Now, when both my children were born, I was working for IBM. So I think my out-of-pocket for my first daughter was like $50. My second one was like $100. And they gave me 6 weeks paid leave. It was optional for the husband, of course, or the dad.
Yeah.
But they gave me 6 weeks and I took it. What the hell, man? They're going to pay me not to work and I could spend time with my children. That's fine with me. I'd have to drive in Atlanta traffic. No, sign my ass up. Oh. Oops. They gave me gas, but that was no fun.
Oh man.
Well, to be honest, Libby, giving you gas probably wasn't the smartest idea.
Yeah.
Scott was there and supported you. Okay. Did you yell at him? Did you tell him that you wanted him to die for doing this to you and all that good stuff? And Nature Boy wants to know if the baby was hatched.
What?
Probably not.
No, I don't think so. But
Nah, I don't think so. No.
yeah.
He ain't a dragon.
So how long will it be before Iggy gets her own YouTube channel and her own Discord server?
A week?
Millennia.
Well, how it works in Australia is probably the baby is born upside down because
Damn.
Australia is upside
That's
down.
bad.
I told the midwives about he wouldn't let me tie a rope around his nuts and tug on it every time I did it.
Yeah, that's
You
really
would do that.
idea.
You would do that, wouldn't you?
That's a good idea. Well, I think there's like this thing now that can simulate labor contractions. Like
You mean
Yeah,
AI?
that's silly.
it's like if a man wants to, experience, labor, then
That only hardcore betas want to do that. Simps. Now tell me something, Vic. Independent opinion. Does this avatar here say Titleist or titties?
Titties.
I think
titties,
it says titties.
titties probably.
Yeah, so that is probably not Lou because Lou wouldn't. He might not. I don't think he'd do that. There's a tribe in the Philippines that does that as a cultural practice. God wouldn't even entertain that idea. Well, you're not in the Philippines, so it doesn't surprise me.
I mean, if the baby was hatched, I mean, you still have to lay the egg. So
Hmm. But still, that doesn't sound terribly enticing to me. But all right.
yeah, 'cause
While I'm at it, I'm going to remind everyone: please click the thumbs up button. It does help with the YouTube algorithms, and always appreciated. I don't even talk about super chats and PayPal links and all that. Don't worry about I don't worry about that shit anymore. What else would we want to talk about today? Did any of you or all of you watch the Natty? And what did you think of it?
I watched half the game and it
Yeah,
was
I did.
absolutely boring.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I watched the whole
I had
game.
I had hope in the first drive was nice, 9 minutes or what it was, or 8 minutes, Notre Dame. But after that, it was one-sided and only in one direction. Leonard is simply not good enough
Well,
to beat Ohio State with
well,
his arm.
I
He's not
mean,
good
I,
enough.
I mean, Notre Dame sort of came back
Yeah,
towards
but
the end, but
Yeah, I thought Ohio State was going to actually kind of was working towards giving the game away there at the end.
yeah,
I
well,
mean,
that's
they had
what,
Notre Dame under their thumb, and they almost gave it away.
right. Well, that's what Ryan Day does. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was my worst nightmare of a game.
yeah, I'm sure that Nate did not enjoy watching his rival win the Natty.
More like watching rivals play each other.
yeah. Most
Notre
entertaining
Dame.
game of the weekend was Washington against Detroit.
Yeah, I don't want
I enjoyed this.
Yep, yeah, that
And
one was a game. Yep.
and Jaden Daniels showed up.
Yeah, he's a problem. He's a problem.
He's not a problem. He is good. He's
No, he's a
really
problem.
good.
He's a problem for the whole NFL to.
He's not a problem.
Yes, he is. He's a problem. He's hunting for the Super Bowl, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
him
That's
hunt.
it.
yeah, and then did you see how the Ravens choke against the Bills? Did y'all see that?
Yeah. Nobody expect Lamar Jackson in a Super Bowl.
No,
I
of
told
course.
you this last week, Vic.
No, of
Nobody.
course.
Lamar Jackson is like Dak Prescott.
Yeah, I never said he was. Yeah, I've said from the beginning that they were going to get eliminated by the Bills in the
Yeah.
second.
It's
I
That's
even knew that they were going to be eliminated. I even knew that.
right. Of course, I originally had the Lions win the Super Bowl.
I don't
Obviously,
want to talk about it.
and so now I think it will be the Bills will win the Super Bowl. It's going to be Bills.
I think it's going to be Commanders
Think
after I saw
Bill-
what I saw.
It's going to be Bills against Commanders. I think the Bills win the Super Bowl.
The Commanders have a problem, a real problem.
What's that? Their defense.
The Commanders are the Mississippi State against the run. They can't defend the run. And guess who plays on Philly's team?
Yes,
Saquon Barkley.
say gone, Barkley.
Yeah. How many yards he had? 2,000?
Yeah.
Say quad.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley.
No,
The
it's
Penn State,
it's
the Penn State guy.
Say gone. Yeah.
Say quad. You see his
Say-
quads?
Say gone. Yeah.
Say quad.
Yeah. And if he goes hot, there's no way in hell Washington wins this game. There's no
Yeah.
way in hell.
Well, the only there's no way in hell that Washington and that happens, but their only hope is their offense. That's it. So
Washington is
they're good. They're not like elite level, but they're good enough to like score a lot of points. Like what
they can score, but I mean Detroit had no defense.
yeah,
No.
because because of the injuries and stuff. But yes,
Yeah, I know. And Philly has the second best defense in the NFL, or the best defense in the NFL. They are loaded as hell.
Yep.
So the consensus is that Philly is going to beat the Commies.
Yes.
No, Washington has to stop Saquon Barkley and let Hurts beat them with his arm. That's the deal.
Which he can't do.
So they have two
Dr. Bob,
absolute
I
elite.
don't think you're wrong, sir.
So they have two really good to elite wide receivers in Devonta Smith and AJ Brown, but Hurts is not a gunslinger. Hurts can throw, but can he throw good enough? I mean, Goff went to a Super Bowl before, and they turned him over 4 times, 5 times. How many was it?
Yeah.
So and the other problem is Jaden Daniels is not offended by 50,000 or 70,000 Philly fans. He played at Tuscaloosa, Tennessee, UGA. That's why he's not afraid about crowd
Hey,
noise
good
or
to
something
see you,
like
Kate. Thanks for stopping by. Been a while. Hey, Vic, is there any truth to this statement?
Yeah, there's a little bit. Yeah, I did want the Falcons to draft Jalen Carter when he came up in the draft. I guess that was 2023. I guess when he came up.
You know, I was thinking about this the other day. I haven't watched the National Felons League in a long time.
That's good.
If I started up again for some perverse reason that I can't even fathom why I would, but let's say I did, I honestly wouldn't know
What team?
what team to root for anymore. I mean,
I guess you would root for. I guess you would for the Buccaneers. I guess.
well, that would be sort of the natural guess because I'm in the area, but I don't like the coach. And I'm not a fan of oh god, what is the quarterback's name?
Baker Maker.
Baker Mayfield.
Mayfield. No, I'm not a big fan of him.
I said Baker Maker.
So what?
And
So
I'm not happy with the way they're treating Kyle Trask.
So what's your problem with Todd Bowles?
I think he's a candy ass. I think he's a wimp. I don't think he's a very effective coach. And you
Well,
know, I
well,
mean, I don't watch the games, but you know, every Monday or Tuesday if they play Monday night, but every day, every evening after on the day after a game, the local NBC affiliate does an interview with him on their sports segment, and he comes across as a high school chemistry teacher more than anything else. He doesn't come across as a coach. He comes across as a putz. And you know,
yeah,
he doesn't act like a coach in that.
kind of like Billy Napier, huh?
Well, I don't know. I haven't heard a lot from Napier. Um, why not root for the Patriots? Well, actually, because my origins were in Boston,
That's true.
the Patriots were my team for a very long time. But I gave up on the Patriot. I gave up on football and don't watch. You know, I don't consider myself a fan of any team anymore. So, you know, it is what it is.
I only follow my
I wouldn't
Mississippi
know who to
guys.
root for anymore, honestly.
I watch some games when a Mississippi State guy plays, or otherwise, I look up the results and that's it.
I guess first I'd have to learn to watch the game again, and because you know, see if it was actually even watchable. Listen, Vic, can you kind of carry this for about 5 minutes? I got to make a phone call. It just popped up. I got to make this. It's kind of urgent.
Okay.
I got to step away for a minute.
Entertain us, Mike Wick.
Right.
What is going on?
Okay. Entertain us.
Wick,
Whoa,
did you
hello.
know
He's in the
that
Matrix.
ESPN said Jalen Carter is the best defensive player in the NFL?
Well, yeah, he might be. I don't know.
Yeah, they said it.
Well, I mean, I'll see how Jalen Carter picked up Matthew Stafford the same way he picked up Jaden Daniels in the SEC championship.
Mm-hmm. I think I will bet 10 euros next week for Georgia winning it all next year. I think Kirby has enough. He was not happy. He was not a happy fellow the last 8 weeks.
Nope.
But for that, Stockton has to work. That's the key.
Yeah, did Bo wake up yet? No.
That was funny last night.
Who waked up?
Bo. Yeah, who is Bo?
That might have been Bo Schembechler's grandson.
Well, no. Okay.
I know who. I don't know who Bo is.
I thought that was Eric.
No, I don't think that was Eric. No.
And it's like, are you there, Eric?
I don't know
Hello.
what Eric looks like.
And then and he moved on to the next caller, which was Octavian.
Oh God.
Octavian Cato, my Florida man.
So did you see the part where Lou got mad at that guy?
Yeah.
Dad about what he said about Lou living in a trailer. He said something about how I like the helmet set up better when you were in your previous trailer home, and then he was like, what's wrong?
What in the hell?
Yeah, what's wrong with living in a trailer?
I think Lou doesn't like the woods. He didn't- I mean, he made it clear. So
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with living in a trailer.
nothing wrong. No.
No.
Yeah, in Germany it's a bit cold in a trailer, I guess. And in the summer it's too hot.
Who is Bo Baker?
That's the guy that was snoring last night.
Yeah, the guy that was sleeping. Okay.
Yeah. Do-do-do. Do-do-do.
By the way, we lost yesterday to Tennessee. Goodness me. We are terrible. To
I'm sorry.
freaking Tennessee on the road.
I'm sorry.
It is what it is. We have the hard games behind us. We played first game at Auburn, second game Egg Bowl, third game at Tennessee, and now the easy ones comes: Georgia, South Carolina, Arkansas, and in 2 weeks we have 2 hard games: Alabama and Florida. I guess they beat us both. We will see.
Bam, ba, 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 bam, ba. Nice. I agree. Shit.
Vic, did you
Uh-huh.
hear about this Wisconsin player who
No.
went to Miami and Wisconsin will sue him?
The fuck?
For
What is
what?
that all about?
For what?
Are you shit?
There is a Wisconsin player
Mhm.
from the Badgers,
Mhm.
and
Why?
he got an NIL deal, and he took the money, got in the portal, and signed with Miami.
Mhm.
And Wisconsin and the NIL guys want their money back, but I guess NIL has no contracts, or how is that handled? Do you
I don't
know
know.
that?
Or it might be about tampering.
Go play.
Yeah, but there are no
Tampering.
rules. The NCAA has no rules for NIL or something like
So-
that, and there are no papers and no contracts. And if there's no contract, they can sue in Germany, in Russia, in Indonesia, or in the US. They don't get their money back because no papers, no money back, I guess. Or are there any rules
They
that
can't
you
walk
have to sign a paper for NIL?
on the rules of the NIL deal.
Yeah. No, I heard about this.
Oh yeah, I guess there's no contract. I guess if there's nothing binding him to stay at Wisconsin, then yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he gets to Wisconsin, takes the NIL money, and said, "Okay, thanks for the money. I leave you now. I have my money."
Right. Well,
Crazy.
right. Well, of course, we saw that in reverse with Jaden Rashada when he sued Florida.
Yeah.
Because they didn't give him
He's going back
his money
to Arizona State. Rashad is.
because you didn't get his money. So he sued.
Yeah. I'm not even sure if Rashada is worth any money.
I don't know because he went to Arizona State and he sucked, so he transfers
Yeah,
to Georgia.
I saw it, and then he went as a backup to Georgia.
Again, yeah.
Again.
And from all what I know from Kirby, newbies don't get any money in Georgia, or not a lot of money.
Mm.
7 months without college football.
Woohoo! Oh, it's gonna start. Boo.
Yeah, Jaden Rashada was a 5-star. Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
a
he's a 5-star.
he 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 he's a bust. Yeah,
I mean, Jackson
Has he even
Arnold,
played?
Nico Iamaleava,
Now, has he even played?
5 stars.
Because I don't know.
he played some at Arizona State. Yeah,
How good was he in Arizona State?
but he
Not
was
good.
not
good.
Terrible, absolute terrible.
Okay, I
He
believe you
was,
guys because I haven't seen
He
him.
was dog shit. Yeah,
I haven't
Yeah.
seen him at all. So or play him at all. So I don't know.
I mean,
dog shit.
look, Pavia. Pavia was a 3-star, 2-star. He's good. I mean, he's not elite. He's not bad. He's a good SEC quarterback. He's a 3-star. Jackson Arnold,
That's a
here,
3-star.
this Rashada guy, or Nico here from Tennessee, absolute super busts.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
they're
what? He
they're
gets
not
$8 million.
Jaden Rashada. At least Jackson Arnold and Nico are actually playing. But
And I tell you what, Tennessee, if Heupel decides to play Nico next year, they go 8-4. There is no way in hell Tennessee goes 10-2 and make it to the playoffs. And you know why? Dylan Sampson is in the NFL, and their best defensive player, Pierce, is also in the NFL. And Nico can't put a team on his back and lead them to victory.
no, he can't.
He's not the guy. He's not the man. I mean, I don't like UGA. Vic knows that. But I admire Jetson Bennett. He was a 0-star. He was a walk-on. But when it counted most, he said, get the hell out of my way. I do it. And he threw the ball downfield 50 yards, and he hit his target. And he won 2 national championships.
Yeah.
And he got his money from Kirby. I can promise you that.
Yep.
And he never will pay a beer in Essence again.
Nope.
If he shows up. Never.
Nope.
And well deserved. But all this hype around these 5-stars, I mean, LSU's recruited Underwood, comes Portnoy around the corner and says, hey, dude, how much they pay you? Yeah, 1.5 million or 2 million. Yeah, I give you 12. How about that? This is crazy. This is college football. This is absolute. I can't believe this stuff. And if there is no rule for NIL and for the payment of the players, we can close the doors in 2 years, 3 years. It's Wild West. Everybody can do anything. Can you imagine an 18-year-old kid went into Saban's office at Alabama to a six-time national champion, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, and said, hey, coach, I want more money or I leave. Can you imagine this? This is a kid, 18 years old, a toddler. This is insane.
Yeah, and that's why he retired.
Yeah. And I understand this. I get it. And Saban did it right. And the same was took place at South Carolina. Or not the same. It was a guy came, a wide receiver, and said, "Yeah, we are suck, and I want a red shirt after 4 games."
Yeah, and then that was funny. And then Shane Beamer, yeah.
Yeah, kicked him out the door and took his scholarship away.
Well, he said that that I don't want to play anymore. He said that I want to redshirt, but I still want to be able to, use
Facilities.
the team facility, and then
Okay,
Beamer
I'm back.
told him to kick rocks.
Yeah. And that's the right way.
What are we talking about?
About
Boobies.
NIL and transfer portal and
Oh, you mean the shit that's going to ruin college sports? Oh, okay.
yeah, I mean, I asked Vic 5 minutes ago. There was a guy at Wisconsin. He took NIL money, and he got his money. And literally 5 minutes later, he went in the portal and gets to Miami. And Wisconsin tries to sue him now and want their NIL money back. But there are no rules. There are no.
Yeah, they're not getting their money back. Yeah.
There are no
See, that's
orders,
wrong,
no contracts, nothing.
Because
It's Wild West. It's not good. We need rules.
it's the Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
The Wild Wild.
If you get money and then leave the school, you should give. Yeah, I mean, let's say you signed an NIL for multiple years and you leave the school after 1 year. You should give the other money back.
Yeah, but there are no contracts.
Well, they should be signing contracts then.
Yeah, but
I don't know why nobody's thought of that before, for God's sake. I mean, the school is the one that's getting screwed.
Yeah, and that's why we need a CBA and contracts. If they want to get paid, they get treated like a pro.
I mean, I hate this whole NIL and transfer portal and all that.
Me too.
Yeah, no, you do. But
I mean, at the end, schools like Florida, Georgia, Alabama, they got screwed 100,000 times more as shit shoe schools like Mississippi State, because Mississippi State has no second or third string left tackle 5-star or linebacker third string 4-star on the bench. And if this guy in Georgia gets a call from Mississippi State and they tell him, okay, you are 5-star, you didn't play for a year, come over here, we give you 200 grand, and you are a starter, he leaves. Kirby can recruit like what he wants. He never ever in his lifetime will get a team like 22 or 21. Never ever. Never ever again. It's Wild West. There will never be an absolute dominant team. I mean, maybe by accident, but Kirby or Saban or Ryan Day or whoever, any coach can't build a team for the future, because he never knows, is this guy here in 4 weeks or is he here next year? Nobody knows, because there are no rules. And this is not good. It took Mullen at Mississippi State 3 years to build a decent team. We went from 4-8 to 6-6, 7-6, and then 8-4. So, I mean, Kirby and Georgia operates on another level. But
for Kirby, 2 years.
Yeah, of course, and every Georgia fan expect, Kirby, you are the best coach in NCAA, and we expect not championships, but we expect at least playoffs. So, but I mean, Kirby was on his way to three-peat. He was one play away. And if this NIL and portal stuff don't change, there is no team who can three-peat. There's no way in hell that a coach who's really, really, really dominant and really good
Yeah.
can build a dynasty. It's impossible.
The only team that did it is Minnesota. All teams. Yeah, I'm not even joking.
Minahu, the
Yeah.
Gophers?
30s.
No, Minnesota.
in
So
like
he-
the 30s, yeah.
But
Yeah.
they're the only team that do it though.
Like 30,
Yes.
33.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They still win back to back to back. So
Right. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
but
in 33 there was no
yeah,
transfer portal and
it
there
was
was
still
no
college
NIL.
football. It was still football.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it was still counted of still going back to back. So
yeah, it does.
but it's hard and really I hate it for teams or for not for the teams. I give a shit what UGA does or Alabama, but I hate it for the coaches. I mean, Kirby works his ass off, and if Stockton tells him, okay, coach, I'm your guy. You paid me 2 million or whatever, or 1 million or 800,000, but I want next year 4 million, or I'm out of here. This is crazy.
I think, I mean, I guess we're just going to have to live with NIL and the transfer portal. I guess it's just a fact of life. But all the power is with the players now, and that
Yeah,
really
that's bad.
irritates. I think they should modify the portal should be modified to this extent.
Yes.
If they leave one time, they get one time to leave and go somewhere else and play immediately.
Yep.
If they do it again, they have to sit a year.
That's correct. I
Yeah.
mean, it's
and as far as the NIL goes, they have to sign a contract. And if they leave before the contract is up, they can keep the money. You know, let's say they signed a 4-year contract and they leave after 2 years. They have to give the other money back if they were paid up front.
Yeah.
And I think, I just don't like the NIL completely. I think the NIL money should be put into an escrow account until they graduate.
I think it
correct.
should be in the.
If they take NIL money, they have to get a 4-year degree.
Yes,
That's correct. That's correct.
No,
They've got
6
to
years or
give
7
some
years.
power back to the schools, because right
Yeah.
now all the power is with the player. The schools might as well bend over and take it up the Hershey Highway raw.
Yes. What they're doing right now. But, take it up the Hershey Highway.
The Hershey Highway.
Yeah, but no court will sign this up. No court in the US. Maybe in Europe, but not in the US. No court will sign this up. They said it's against the freedom of the players.
Crap. They've got to balance out the the balance of power and give some back to the schools.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I mean, let's be real.
We are real.
College football, the Power 4 or Power 5, is the NFL junior. And they need the same structure now. There have to be, the players get a contract by the school. There's one commissioner and a board of qualified people who make the decisions. And they get a free pass from the for the space cap. Not space cap. For the money cap. There is a rule from the government that the NFL can make a money cap for the teams. And the same has
Kirby might retire early. That's so Raj.
And the same has
That's
to
silly.
take-
Why would Kirby go to the no fun league? I mean, college coaches should stay in college.
Ryan, they should. That's good.
Kevin, just for the record, Kirby makes more money as 90% of every NFL head coaches.
I don't
in
know
GTA.
why Kirby is in charge of a bunch of college kids that he can manipulate and mold and play around with. He goes to the no fun league, and now he's dealing with a bunch of overpaid divas who won't listen to him because they have guaranteed contracts. They get paid no matter what.
Paid.
So Kirby ain't going to the no fun league.
And Kirby is the only coach outside of Darbo Sweeney right now who has a lifetime contract. Nobody, and I mean nobody, in essence, would even consider to fire Kirby after 2, let's say, 6-6 seasons. Nobody.
Hey, Neo, long time no see, sir. You know who proved that college coaches shouldn't go to the no fun league because it just won't work? Steve Spurrier.
Saban.
You Spurrier,
No, Spurrier.
Lou Saban. Yep.
No, hang on. Front door. Be right back.
Lou Saban. Yep.
The only guys who did it was Jimmy Johnson and the guy from the Seahawks and from
Pete Carroll.
Yeah, Pete Carroll. That's the only. And Brown? What was his name?
Unknown. Mac Brown.
Matt Brown?
No.
I forgot his name. It was three coaches.
Well, Nick Saban was a good example too, but I would argue that Steve Spurrier is the ultimate example of an excellent college football coach that got steamrolled by the environment of the no fun league.
Yeah.
I mean I think Spurrier made the biggest mistake of his career dropping. I mean, I know why he left Florida, because he and the AD were butting heads and he just didn't want to deal with the shit anymore. I understand that.
But why were he and the AD bumping heads?
I don't know. There was all kinds of stories about Spurrier and the AD at the time not getting along and so on and so forth. I think that last season where he was on the cusp of another SEC championship and he got screwed in the last game of the season, which was the Tennessee game that had to be rescheduled because of 9/11. And Florida got screwed in that game big time. And I think he just kind of threw his hands up and said, I've had enough.
How did Florida get screwed?
A couple of bad calls at the end that basically took the game away from him.
Oh, okay.
Pete Carroll is a good example. Pete Carroll, K-Dog points out, Pete Carroll is a good example of and I would argue a rare example of a college coach that actually transitioned to the pros.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson, Miami, and Pete Carroll. Jimmy Johnson won in Miami and he won in Dallas, instant.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that what I'm saying about college coaches not transitioning well to the no fun league is an absolute. It's not. Obviously, there are exceptions, and there are successes of college coaches getting up to the pro level and doing well.
Yeah, I mean, Kingsbury.
I would argue that that's the exception, not the rule.
Yeah, Kingsbury, or what is his name? The former Arizona Cardinals coach.
I have no idea.
Kingsbury. he was a college coach at Boston or somewhere. I forgot it. And then he went to Arizona, shit the bed, and now he is offensive coordinator at Washington. And it works. It needs time, and you never know. I mean, Kirby can be the greatest head coach in college, and he goes to the NFL and wins 10 Super Bowls. You never know. Or Kirby goes to the NFL and goes 0-17. You never know. It's two absolute different places. Because in college, you always will have the Mississippi States and the Vanderbilts and the Mercers. But in the NFL, they are the best of the best. And every team can beat any team every week.
All
Yeah.
right, so now can we switch to politics now?
Oh God, here we
You
go.
ready to make America great again, Saleen? Or
What?
yeah, asking if you're ready to make America great again.
Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
why wouldn't?
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Why wouldn't I be ready to make America great again?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Just asking. Yeah. So, do you think that the price of eggs is going to go down? Because that's what they've been talking about. But
I'm sure in the long run, the price of everything is going to go down because we're going to start producing our own energy again.
yeah,
And if we start, if you make the supply of oil greater, you're going to drive down the cost of oil, which will drive down the cost of gasoline and diesel fuel and other petrol products.
right.
And
Right. But right now we're having a shortage of eggs because of this bird flu. But
I haven't actually heard about that.
yeah, there were no there were no eggs at Publix on Sunday.
You see,
No.
I actually don't eat eggs. I'm not a big
there
fan
were-
of eggs. So I don't pay
There were
attention.
no eggs on the shelf. Well, that's not really a problem for us because we have a neighbor that has his own chickens. So yeah, we got a neighbor that they have their own chickens. That's where we get eggs from. So not really
Everybody will survive 3 days without eggs. No?
Well, I mean, the price of eggs is, like anything else, the price of everything is based on supply and demand. I mean, if you have even a regular level of demand, and because of bird flu, the supply of eggs plummets.
So there's bird flu.
Obviously, the price of eggs is gonna go way up in the short term.
Right.
But I mean, okay, let's say we can get past the bird flu thing, and we can start producing. You can start producing eggs again.
Yes. Because right now they're having to kill all the chickens. So for fear of it getting spread to humans or something, or spread to other chickens or something.
Well, that makes sense. So in the short term, eggs and chicken prices will go up,
Right. Or not be there at all. But
or not be there at all. Yeah, which is kind of bad for me because I love chicken. Good afternoon, Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights.
yeah, so I saw,
Says only organic ones at Costco the other day. Well, oh boy. Well, this is going to be bad. Ain't going to lie. It'll make. There'll be Chick-fil-A's closing all over the country, and that's bad.
that's bad. Yeah, so why does Trump want to end
And what?
And he signed. I thought that he signed an executive order, against birthright.
You was muted. What do you want to close?
No, I meant the birthright citizenship.
Because it doesn't apply. If you read the 14th Amendment, birthright citizenship, or the thing that birthright citizenship is based on is not based properly. It's bad law. The 14th Amendment was applying to former slaves that had to be made citizens so that they could have the full rights and privileges of citizenship in the country.
Right.
They
Right.
perverted the 14th Amendment to include people that came across a border into our country and then gave birth to a kid, and the kid is automatically a citizen.
And then that kid is now a citizen, and you have, apparently, and you have a problem with this. Yeah.
Yes, I do, because that's not the way that's not the way the 14th Amendment was supposed to be applied.
So they who perverted the 14th Amendment.
Probably a combination of the courts and the bureaucracy.
Okay.
And some blame will probably also go to Congress as well.
Okay.
Uncle Lou is here. The egg shortage is absolutely Trump's fault. Of course.
Right. Well, I thought the egg shortage was before Trump took office. But.
Oh, thank you for pointing out the facts. Dick,
Yeah,
I don't even think you can't blame Biden for it either. I can't blame Biden for it personally because he wasn't even aware that he was alive. So, I did. To blame a president, for bird flu, silly. But bird flu happened. If bird flu is a happening thing, they're going to have to deal with it.
Yes, that's what I heard was that Trump can't do that because it's against the Constitution. So.
Well, you know what? They can fight that out in the courts. That's where it will be interpreted one way or the other. But the way the 14th Amendment is written is different than people are interpreting it with respect to birthright citizenship. So, if somebody wants to bring a case one way or the other, let it matriculate its way through the court system. It'll eventually get to the Supreme Court, and they will issue a ruling on what the 14th Amendment and birthright citizenship mean or don't mean. And we'll fix it that way. And then if, let's say, birthright citizenship is ultimately struck down by the Supreme Court, hey, the people who want birthright citizenship should do what they're supposed to do. Introduce legislation that specifically authorizes birthright citizenship in the United States and let it go through Congress, let it go through the House, let it go through the committee, let it go through the Senate committees, let it go to the full Senate, let the full House and the full Senate vote on it, and then let it go to the president's desk and the president signs it. That's the way the process is supposed to work. Not executive orders, not legislative, not bureaucratic fiat, not the way that we've been running this country for the past dozens and dozens of years. There's a process that was laid out by the founding fathers in the Constitution. This is how you modify the Constitution. This is how you pass law. This is how you implement law. This is how you interpret law. The sooner we get back to the way the Constitution, the way the government is supposed to run under the Constitution, the better off this country will be. And right now, this country doesn't run the way it's supposed to run. It's running the way the elites want it to run.
Yes.
I have a problem with that.
Yes, and it will continue to run the way the elites run it. So.
Well, until it's cleaned up, yes.
Yeah. So what about going to Mars?
Why not?
Because that was also part of
What's
Uh,
part of
wrong with that?
the
What's
that we
wrong with that? Why
learned.
not set a
Well,
lofty
I
goal?
just no.
okay.
I wanna go to Mars. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I think a country like America should set lofty goals and try and make them. I mean,
Yeah.
President Philanderer back in the 60s said put a man on the moon before the end of the decade.
Right.
And
You mean John F. Kennedy?
yeah, the Philanderer.
Why why do you
He
call him a philanderer?
was cheating on Jackie with everything with a pulse. But that's
Oh,
he
okay.
set a goal. He said, let's put a man on the moon and return
I
him safely to the
believe
earth.
that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before the decade is out of putting a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth.
Yeah.
And we did it.
But
Boom, and we
Why
did.
not?
gentlemen,
And we
gentlemen,
did it with a computer system that has less computing power than a 90s flip phone.
Yeah,
gentlemen,
We could get to Mars. It's just a matter of
no,
committing.
yeah,
no,
yeah. And then
nobody.
And then Elon was so happy. Yeah, yeah. When he said that, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. They zoomed
Salim,
in on Elon.
nobody, and I mean nobody, should go to Mars. And here's the simple reason why. Mars has no magnetic field. It will kill everybody who is inside this rocket.
You gotta have a space.
100%.
No,
Second, Mars has no atmosphere. The full radiation will go
no. Actually,
to the astronauts or through the
Mars does
astronauts.
have an atmosphere, but
Yeah, the
it's thinner.
atmosphere is the
It's thinner
same
than
on the
ours.
ground of Mars, like
It's
90
I got
kilometers
I
thinner
got I
than
got to
on Earth.
I got to step away again. Go ahead and talk about Mars. I'll be right back.
thinner than ours, but it does
Yeah,
exist.
it's the same. It's the same atmosphere on Mars, like on Earth, in 90 kilometers.
Yeah.
What about 50 miles?
Well, if you have a
It's the Mars is 1/10 of the mass of the Earth. 1/10. Okay.
it's not. It
My
is not. It is not 1/10.
it Vic, radiation will kill these people. Everybody
Gotta be
who
wearing a
tries to go
space.
2 years in a rocket to Mars, and the short run is 2 years. For going to Mars, wait until the planet constellation is right to go back. The minimum is 2 years, and nobody will survive 2 years on Mars on his own. Nobody. These
I
people
don't know.
will die.
No one can
It's
survive.
simple. There is no, we don't, right now, we don't have the technology to create a magnetic field around Mars. And you don't have the energy to surround a village. Let's say you send 10 people there and they build a house. You don't have the energy on board a rocket to surround this village or this house with a magnetic shield, and that's what you need to survive. You have no water on Mars. There's nothing. Vic, these people will die. Period. End of story. My daughter is an elementary physicist. Trust me on that. I'm
Okay.
serious. Trust
Okay.
me on that.
Okay.
You can look it up. Mars. Look, the quickest flight to Mars is 6 months
Yeah.
in a rocket.
Mm-hmm.
If you leave Earth, the next place is ISS, the space station. The space station is in 330 kilometers beyond Earth. It's inside the magnetic field. So if you go 1,000 kilometers or 2,000, you are outside of the magnetic field. And the full radiation from the sun, these quick protons and neutrons, will kill you over time. That's an absolutely, this is a basic rule in physics. Protons and neutrons with the speed of light will kill every life there is. There's a reason there is no life on Mars or on Mercury. And you know why? They have no magnetic shield. And they have no atmosphere. You need a lot of things to have life on a planet. You need a lot of things. It's not that easy. And the idea to transform Mars in a second Earth is mind-blowing. Is absolutely mind-blowing. You can't build an atmosphere on Mars. It's impossible because he has not enough weight. He has not enough mass to hold this atmosphere.
Yeah, exactly, K-Dog. Yeah, Matt Damon survived on Mars.
Yeah. Let me look something up. Quick. Mars.
Yeah, because I mean, I know that the moon, is probably 1/10
Mars.
of the mass of Earth, but I don't think Mars is only 1/10 of Earth. But
Wie groß ist der
Okay,
Größenunterschied?
sorry, had to. I got something kind of going on locally here that I'm having to deal with.
It's okay.
Nothing bad,
Yeah.
nothing
No.
ugly. Just
The second point is, Vic,
mhm.
the normal temperature on Mars
Yeah, it's cold.
on a really good day, yeah, is 0 Celsius. On a sunny day, it's 0 Celsius. On the same day, on this nice day, in the night, it's -100.
well, no one said living on Mars was going to be easy.
Yeah.
It's impossible. Trust me.
Well, it's impossible without like atmospheric pressure domes and all kinds of other.
The atmospheric pressure is not a problem. The problem is Mars has no magnetic shield.
What's up, everyone? Well, there are ways around that. I'm sure that we can figure out.
Yeah.
Eventually.
No, you can't figure it out because you need so much energy.
Well, maybe if we develop nuclear
magnetic fields
fusion,
only work with power.
powers.
You need power to create a magnetic field.
Yeah, I know.
The Earth's magnetic field comes from the convection inside the Earth.
Look, the technology and human innovation have overcome a lot of
I know.
obstacles in our past, and I'm sure that given enough time and enough money and enough ingenuity, we can overcome those problems as well.
Saleen.
I'll give you a minor example, Sven.
Yeah,
I don't know exactly how old you are, but I remember back in the bad old days of personal computers. The first portable computer that ever saw the light of day popularly was about the size of a small suitcase, the IBM P70. Nowadays, you have laptops that are smaller than a paperback book.
Yeah.
I mean, time and innovation and investment overcame almost every single problem that portable computers had up to that point. I think time and innovation and investment can solve the problems of getting people to Mars and setting up habitats that will allow them to live in adverse conditions. Can we do it in 2025? Absolutely not.
No,
Can we do it in 2035? Yeah, probably.
No, we can't. And I tell you why. There are innovations and there are ground rules in physics. And one ground
Okay.
rule in physics is for every magnetic field you create, you need power. And to create a magnetic field around Mars, you need so much power. It is impossible. It is absolutely impossible. It is
They said
physically.
that a self-propelled car was impossible. A self-propelled vehicle was impossible.
A car is a car. You can build a car. 200 years ago, nobody would believe that an airplane flows from New York to London in 5 hours. Nobody would. They will burn you on the marketplace. For which jury? You know? But
I'm just saying, Sven, that I don't believe that nothing is impossible.
Okay. Look.
Yeah, you're proving Salene's point, Sven.
Yeah.
Well, no. Sven has a point. In order to provide a magnetic field, you need enormous amounts of power to do it. And can we do that now? No. But I'm not going to sit here and say that we as a species can't come up eventually with a power source. And I think the key to this will probably be harnessing nuclear fusion in such a way that it can produce more energy than it consumes. That's going to be the key to a lot of things in mankind's future. Yeah. I think if we can do that, we can probably start to approach the power levels that Sven is talking about. Look, Sven is not wrong in the sense that we do not have the ability to produce that level of power now, but I'm thinking in maybe not in my lifetime, but maybe in, say, Uncle Lou's children's lifetime, in my children's lifetime, that may be possible.
As I said, my daughter is a nuclear physicist, elementary physicist.
Well, I did not know that.
I really, I'm not a real expert, but I'm an expert in this field. Nuclear fusion produces around 400% more energy as if you cut uranium. You know what I mean? How you say this in English?
Fission. Yes.
The one thing is fusion, where you do hydrogen atoms together, and the other thing is you cutting atoms.
Right. Fusion is
and fusion brings 400% more energy. 400%. But it
atoms together.
Think of this. You have to surround a whole planet with a magnetic shield. How much energy you need for this, and how you get this magnetic field around the planet. How you want to do this? It's impossible.
Nate, I don't know the answer to the question. Go ask and ask.
It's technically impossible. There are physical ground basic rules. You can't break. And if you want to create a magnetic shield of this power, of this level, you need an amount of power you can't create. You need literally a star, or you have to reactivate Mars to make volcanoes and something like that. That he gets active inside.
Right. Well, there are volcanoes on Mars. So
yeah, I know. The biggest volcano in the sun system, in the solar system, is on Mars. But this volcano is out since 3 billion years. 3 billion, not million, billion. And this volcano is 25 kilometers high. It's the biggest on the solar system. You can look it up.
Yeah, I know.
But think of this. You have to surround a whole planet with a magnetic shield. How you get this magnetic shield to hold around Mars?
Well, how does the Earth create a magnetic field?
We have convection inside. We have inside Earth. There are
Yeah.
lava. You know what lava is?
Core. Yeah. The Earth has an
So
iron
and
core.
the lava,
Yes.
is like if you make a tomato sauce. The hot tomato sauce goes up, springs out of the pot, falls on the side down, and goes back in the pot. Right?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and the same is inside the Earth with the hot lava, and this is called convection. So, and this convection produces our magnetic field for the Earth, and this saves us from the radiation from the sun.
Right. Well, it's actually called magma when it's inside the Earth.
But you can look it up. My English is maybe not good enough to explain it, but inside Earth you have the
It
lava.
makes sense, Vin. Yeah, I understand.
But if you can create this on Mars, you have a chance. But how you do that? The deepest hole humankind did on Earth is 12 kilometers deep, or 20 kilometers. I don't know, 12 or 20. So to do a convection, you have to go at least 1,500 miles inside Mars. You understand this? 1,500 miles.
So what's the answer, Sven? We don't invent. We don't try. We
No,
don't strive.
we invent.
We just
But
sit there and
the
our little blue
idea,
ball,
the idea,
nothing?
if you send people in 2025 or 2050 to Mars, these people will die. They are dead.
Yeah.
There is nobody returning. There is
Lou
absolutely
thinks that
no.
you should call Elon and tell him what you just told us and stop wasting his time and money.
Exactly. Yeah, maybe we should
He
put
knows that.
Sven in charge
He knows that.
of government efficiency.
And you know why Elon Musk want to go to Mars? He will not send his own people. He's the only guy on Earth who has the rocket to go to Mars, and he want to sell NASA his rockets. That's the only reason Elon Musk want to go to Mars. He want to make money of this.
And why is that a problem? What explain to me why that's a problem?
I mean, I don't know if he just wants money. I mean, he's also a visionary too.
Yeah,
You know,
of course he's a visionary, and it's good.
Yeah,
He employs a lot of people, but
it's
the
a lot of
idea
ambition.
to make
There's
a habitat
nothing wrong
on
with
Mars
making
is
money.
crazy.
I mean, do you think Steve Jobs created Apple Computer in his garage because he was trying to be a philanthropist? No, he wanted to make a pile of cash.
Well, right.
Nothing wrong. The profit motive is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, let him make his cash. But
if you're so angry at your money, you can always send it to me. I'll gladly take it off your hands. You know, I'm just saying.
I sent you
I
money.
need some euros for my trip. I need some more euros for my upcoming trip.
Yeah, look. If you go to Mars today or in 20 years, nobody will return. And if they can return, they will die in between 5 years on cancer because the radiation will kill them. That's an absolute fact. There is no debate. Radiation will always be there from the sun. And this radiation comes with light speed. And those are hard protons and neutrons.
So that's what they're called.
And they will destroy your nuclear base inside you,
the
DNA. And it will kill you over time. You can survive this 6 days, 10 days.
Unless,
maybe
of
a
course,
month,
we come
but
up
not
with
2
ways
years.
to mitigate the
It's,
problem.
They have
it's biological
like
impossible to survive this.
well, I mean, Sven, they have spacesuits. So
A space suit is not a magnetic shield, Vic. You need a magnetic shield. Only magnetic shields.
Sven, you're talking about things that can, that with time and effort and investment and knowledge and innovation could be overcome. We can't do it in 2025, but who's to say that in, say, 2075?
Stop it. Lou, stop it. I'm not your dummy, okay? Little boy, stop it. Just simply stop it, or come over here and talk to me.
Well,
okay?
I mean, I'm
Stop
going to
it.
be shutting down in 5
I'm
minutes.
not mad.
So.
Serious. I have enough of this shit. I'm not your boy. Okay?
well,
We leave
you
it there.
call you a boy. You
No,
just
no. He knows what I'm talking about. I'm not his dummy. Now, do me a favor.
Sure.
Go to YouTube. Look it up. Magnetic field Mars. Look it simply up.
yeah.
It's really impossible. You can't create a magnetic field on Mars.
Not yet.
Uh,
Not yet.
you-
Not yet.
Oh, here we go.
Lou,
I've gotten more dumb in a shorter period of time listening to this for the last 20 minutes than at
What?
any other time that I can remember. This would be like 100 years ago, two people
No.
having a conversation about humans flying. And one of the
Lou.
guys going, well, humans will never be able to fly. They don't have wings. Not
Lou.
understanding that 20 years later, someone was going to invent an airplane. So it
Yeah.
wasn't really humans flying, but it accomplished the same thing. The idea that your peanut brain can't wrap itself around the idea that over time, like Celine's been trying to explain to you for an hour, through innovation, through time, through effort, through dedication, and through money, that inventions and ideas can change is mind-blowing to me. But for you
Lou.
to sit here and say that nobody will ever step foot on Mars is the most retarded thing I've ever heard. Everything you're saying is based off of what people can do today and
No.
what people know
No.
today. You
I
don't
didn't-
know what people are going to know tomorrow or next year. If
This
it
is
was
not-
up to people like you, we would never even have fire.
Look, I didn't say you can step a foot on Mars. I said if you stay 2 years on Mars, you will die. That's what I told you. Because Mars has no magnetic field.
Ben,
And
if you go to the moon,
nobody
if you
in
go
the
to the
solar
moon,
system can-
if you step foot on the moon without a spacesuit, what would happen? What would
Moon is
happen?
not Mars.
What would
Moon is
happen if
400
someone walked on the moon in a bathing suit?
Yeah.
They would die,
is-
wouldn't they?
Or
No,
explode.
he was
If someone walked on the moon in a bathing suit, they would die. Okay.
No.
So
Yeah.
we didn't send anybody to the moon in a bathing suit.
Yeah. But Lou, the difference
We
is
invented something for them to wear so that they could walk on the moon. And
Yeah.
that's what will happen before anyone goes to Mars.
and
Come
where's the
on,
power
man.
come from?
Come on, man.
Nuclear fusion is the highest power, electric power you can create in the whole universe. There's nothing more because it's the power of the sun, of the stars. So, and even this is not enough to get a
Sven.
magnetic field around Mars. Look it
Sven,
up.
you've got gravy brain, bud.
No,
Well, wait a minute. Wait. Sven just said something that I think I see. We don't need to create a magnetic field on the planet. All we need to do is be able to shield the people that are on the planet.
that's absolutely exactly right.
Yes, so that can be accomplished through, for want of a better term, pressure domes, or Now, and I saw this on a YouTube channel that is sort of like a futurist kind of thing. I forgot the name of it. It'll come to me later, unfortunately. But they were talking about colonizing Mars. What the original colonizers did was they built pressure domes initially, but the more permanent residents and colonies on Mars were buried under the surface.
Yeah.
They actually dug subterranean tunnels and subterranean.
You need to go 8 miles deep into Mars to be safe
Okay.
from the.
So
From
you
the
mean
radiation.
someone invented a shovel?
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is what I'm saying is these futuristic videos and presentations.
Yeah.
I wish I
But
could
the
remember the
idea
name of
to live on Mars is impossible over time. To live on Mars, you know what that means? You live
It's
100
impossible
years,
today.
500,000 years.
Flying was impossible 100 years ago. Everything is impossible until someone figures out a way to do it. The idea that you don't think anybody is ever going to live on Mars, it's impossible. Magnetic field, the sun, radiation, all this shit. It's just retarded. It's absolute insanity.
It's basic physics. I don't
No,
know if
you're not a physicist. First of all, you couldn't explain the first 5 pages of Physics 101. You don't know a fucking thing about physics. Nothing.
How do you know?
Because nobody does. I know for a fact you don't know a fucking thing about astrophysics. Nothing.
Yeah, really?
Well, you don't. You don't know the first fucking thing. And neither do I or anybody else on here. You're talking about the smartest people on the fucking planet. You ever listen to those people talk? I can't understand one word they're saying.
But I understand it.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Lou, I don't lie. Okay?
You're not lying. You're just wrong.
No.
Yes.
Lou, look, we make it simple. You can fly to Mars. You can shield a rocket, maybe, in 20 years. It's all fine. But
there is no maybe in 20 years. They've already flown a rocket to Mars.
Yeah. I mean, a rocket with people. With people. So you can look it up. The radiation of the sun over time.
I can look it up. I can look up that the Earth is flat.
Look.
Maybe in Georgia it's flat. Here in Berlin, in Germany, it's not flat.
50 odd years ago or 60 odd years ago, however long it was.
The problem is there is not enough power, not enough electricity to create a magnetic shield around Mars. And secondly, you need an atmosphere. Where's the atmosphere coming from?
You don't need an atmosphere.
Mars is 1/10 of the mass of the Earth.
With habitats.
This guy has no idea what he. This guy acts like nothing. If it's not possible today, it won't be possible tomorrow. Like that, I don't understand. That's a dumbest. How do you live life that way? I mean, were you sitting around in 1970 going, "Well, there'll never be color TV. I guess we have to watch black and white forever." You can't have color TV. How can you make a color on a TV?
No. What you talking about?
I'm talking about someone figured it out.
Yeah, but there's a difference between a color TV and living on Mars.
Not as much difference as you think. Not as much difference as you think, bud. Not as much difference as like Saleen told you. They flew to the moon with a fucking calculator, bud.
Yeah. Moon is 400,000 kilometers from Earth. Mars is millions.
I'm not talking about the point went way over your head again, per normal, because you can't comprehend anything that might happen tomorrow. It's unbelievable. This is wild to me. This is wild to me. They're making all these declarative statements based on what man can and can't do today and applying it to an infinite amount of time in the future. That is the dumbest outlook on humanity that I've ever heard. That it's impossible for humankind, it's impossible for humanity to do or build or accomplish anything that they haven't done, built, or accomplished today. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, he's wrong.
Mm.
He's wrong.
Yeah, there you go, Nate. We're gonna start calling him Mr. Impossible.
Yeah.
That's a
Look
good
it
one.
up, guys.
Well, I'll
Yeah.
tell you what else is impossible. It's impossible for me to stay online any longer because I have to
Yeah,
leave the
it's no
house.
problem. Vic, do me a favor. We do it on Friday. You look up what it's needed to live on Mars. You look it up and you tell me on Friday.
About the
And
whole
then we invite Lou and you tell him what you find.
That's fair.
Yeah,
let me
do
know,
it. Vic.
or we can
Do it.
just
You
build
have
it.
time.
We can just build a dome around our Mars base that keeps out
Yeah.
the radiation.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do that. Have you thought about that? That we could build a dome around
Yeah. How
around
many people live in this dome?
our
10?
Mars colony to keep the radiation out.
Yeah.
Look, I gotta go, guys.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to pick this up on Vic's channel or on Lou's
No,
channel. Or we can revisit it. Hey, we can revisit it next Wednesday when we do episode 208.
Yeah, I bring some links.
Okay,
I will prove
please
it.
do.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Vic, and thank you, Sven and Lou and Nate. Appreciate all the
Our
participation.
Mars debate later.
A Mars debate. Never saw that coming. That's for damn sure.
Yep.
Thank you, Vic. We'll see you on Friday.
Okay. See ya.
See you. And to the rest of you who stuck around, there looked like there were quite a few of you today. Appreciate it. Don't forget to click the thumbs up on the way out. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed our another far-flung discussion over all kinds of different subjects and stuff like that. As usual, we are the show for talking about nothing in particular. Episode 207 is in the books, and I appreciate each and every one of you for being here and participating. Y'all have a good rest of the week. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the No Fun League games if that's something you're into. Or I'll probably be watching hockey because that's what I'm into. And we'll do it all again next week. Thanks for stopping by.